Hello everyone, welcome back to our session on time, speed and distance. In this video, we are going to discuss about uh, problems on trains. Okay, before going to solve problems on trains, it's very important for all you know to know about relative speed concept, because in fact the problems on trains depends completely on the concept of relative speed. Okay, for that it's very important for you to know about what is meant by relative speed. Okay, in the name itself having relative speed concept. Okay, what is meant by relative speed? The speed of one object with respect to the speed of other object. Once after completion of this relative speed concept, okay, we'll try to solve different set of questions on trains. Okay, as I said, what is meant by relative speed? Relative speed is nothing but the speed of one object with respect to the speed of other object. Let's try to elaborate this definition with small example. Okay, suppose let's consider there are two persons. Okay, one person is moving, okay, in this way, and let's say another person is moving in the same direction. Okay, and moreover the frequent type of examples will be comes under the relative speed. Let's consider here, okay, police, and let's consider here thief. Okay, now police is chasing thief, right? Okay, now both are moving, okay, in the same direction. Okay, that's what the meaning of chasing. Okay, so when two objects are in motion, okay, the speed of this one particular object with respect to the speed of other object, either it may be object or persons or any things, we can consider it in different ways. Okay, but it's very important you to know, okay, to consider we have two different speeds. And moreover, like entire time speed distance concept, okay, will be based on the main important formula. We all know that time is equals to distance divided by speed, or speed is equals to distance divided by time. Based on this equation, almost all problems, either it may be problems on average speed or relative speed or trains, okay, all the things based on this basic formula. Already we discussed about it. And also we have done one video on conversion of units. Okay, based on all our previous videos, okay, we are going to solve remaining questions from other concepts and time speed distance topic. Okay, so here when we consider two speeds, okay, always do remember when we are talking about relative speed, they will give two speeds. Okay, how we can consider if it is like normal speed, one speed and distance. If you know distance and if you know speed, you can easily able to find the third term, right? Time is equals to distance by speed. In relative speed concept, we will be having two speeds, s1 and s2. Okay, at that time how we need to consider the conditions, okay, and whether we need to add speeds or we need to subtract speed, and when we need to add and when we need to subtract. It is very important for you to know about relative speed. Okay, simple definition: the speed of one object with respect to the speed of other object. For sure we need to have two speeds to discuss about relative speed. Okay, let's consider with one example. Let's take there is one truck. Okay, let's consider here there is one truck which is moving in this direction, okay, with s1 speed. Okay, and also let us consider one small car. Okay, let us consider one small, okay, let us consider this is car and this is truck. Okay, and car is also moving in this direction with speed s2. Now I will be giving the distance between, okay, truck and the car. Okay, we know the distance, and what's my question is, okay, what will be the time taken by the truck, okay, to cross, okay, to cross the car. Okay, or here the truck is chasing car, right? How much time this truck will take, okay, to overtake the car. Okay, for sure in order to overtake the car, s1 should be, s1 should be greater than s2, correct? If s1 is less than s2, for sure it is not possible for truck to chase the or to overtake the car, correct? So if s1 is greater than s2, what will be the time taken by the truck to cross the or to overtake the car. Okay, now we all know that time taken. From the basic relation only we are going to solve the questions. Time taken is equals to distance by speed. From this relation we are going to find. Now here time is equals to distance, already the value that will give it in the question. Okay, distance will be considered by d and divided by here speed. What speed means, everyone just to remember, now we will be considering relative speed because we will be having two objects which are moving. So here when we have S1 and S2, main important part is whether we need to add the speeds or subtract the speeds. Okay, it's completely based on the directions that two objects are moving. Okay, I'm writing it here. If two objects are moving in opposite direction and two objects are moving in same direction. Now, if you observe this scenario fall in second case. Means second case in the sense both are moving in same direction. This arrows indicates same direction, right? If two objects are moving in same direction, the relative speed is s1 minus s2. Okay, and I hope you remember s1 minus s2 when two objects are in moving in same direction. Suppose in case if both are moving in opposite direction. Opposite direction indicates, suppose let's take one person moving in this way, and let's take one person is moving in this direction. Okay, so if two friends are moving in opposite direction, okay, they will give the distance between two members, and they will give the speed of first one and speed of second one. At that time, how much time they will take to meet each other? In this case, how much time they will take to meet each other? Time taken is equals to distance divided by speed. Here which speed needs to consider? Here we have s1 for first person, s2 for second person. Okay, now here opposite direction indicates s1 plus s2. Here same direction indicates s1 minus s2 in this example. And I hope you all are clear. This is all about relative speed concept. Only 2 points you need to remember. Relative speed means we will be having two speeds, and when two objects are moving in same direction, relative speed is s1 minus s2. We need to just take the difference. Here don't concentrate only on s1 minus s2. It depends on the highest value minus lowest value. And the second case, if two objects are moving in opposite direction indicates s1 plus s2, and there are two cases in opposite direction. Okay, even this indicates opposite direction. And if you observe, two persons are moving away. Okay, in this first case, they both are moving towards each other. Okay, they both are moving towards each other. This indicates opposite direction. And second case, both are moving away from each other, right? Okay, even this also indicates opposite directions. For these both, we have to consider the relative speed is s1 plus s2. And I hope you all are clear with relative speed concept. Only two conditions you need to remember: either opposite direction s1 plus s2, same direction s1 minus s2. Now, let's discuss about a small introduction about problems on trains. Okay, now majorly we can categorize problems on trains into two types. Okay, one is train crossing stationary objects. Okay, train crossing stationary objects like lamppost, pole, bridge, and etc. Okay, when train is crossing stationary objects means very simple. I will give you a small scenario for one example, and then and it is applicable for remaining all the cases. Just only condition will change. Okay, let us consider here we can consider one train. Okay, here we can consider one train which is moving in this direction with speed s1, and train crossing stationary objects. What can be the situations that they will give it in the competitive exams? Means let's consider train is crossing one pole which is there on the platform. Okay, now how much time the train will take to cross the pole? Okay, pole is stationary one. Okay, which we don't have any motion for the pole. Okay, even bridge or platform. Okay, train is crossing bridge, they will give length of the train. Okay, and the length of the bridge will be given. Okay, we don't have speed for the bridge, right? Bridge is stationary, so they will give speed for the train and how much time the train will take to cross the bridge. So this is how the questions mostly will be given, problems based on trains. So here let's consider one pole. Okay, now this is stationary one, and one simple question here, the length of the train will be given. Okay, and they will ask you to find how much time the train will take to cross this pole. Okay, now how we can calculate if the questions will be like this? Time is equals to distance by speed, we all know that. Okay, and what is the distance means? Here they will not give the distance between train and the pole. Okay, now when we can say that train is crossing the pole, this entire length of the train, whatever the length of the train, should cross this pole, right? So I mean, from the starting bogie to the last bogie, okay, it should cross the pole. So distance will be considered in the problems of trains, which is nothing but length of the train. Okay, remember, it is very very important. Now distance is considered nothing but length of the train. And speed, we have directly speed of the train. Why? Because we don't have speed for the pole. Okay, this is how even we can consider for length of the bridge as well. Simple. When we have one train, okay, and when we have one bridge, let us say that this is bridge. Okay, they will give length of the bridge L2. Okay, and you may have doubts, sir, why can't we consider length of the pole in the first example? Because this is not length, right? This is just height. Okay, for length of the pole, or a man who is standing on the platform, okay, without any motion, will be considered as length negligible. Okay, now when we have length of the bridge, I mean, bridge length can't be negligible, right? So here we have length of the train, let us consider it as L1, and length of the bridge, which is considered as L2. Now speed of the train we have. Okay, do we have speed for the bridge or platform? No, so we don't have any speed, only one speed is there. Now how I can calculate how much time it will take, how much time the train will take to cross the bridge? We know that time is equals to distance by speed. If you observe, what actually the distance makes, distance is nothing but length of the train plus length of the bridge. Okay, here length of the bridge can't be negligible, so always do remember L1 plus L2 divided by speed. Only one speed we have, so we can directly take it as speed. Okay, this is how we can consider even for moving objects as well. Okay, now similarly, I will just let's pause the video and try to think about, there is a train. Okay, here let's consider length of the train is L1 and speed of the train is S1. Okay, and moving objects, let's consider here train is moving in this direction, and on another track one more train is coming. Okay, another track, one more train is coming in the opposite direction to the first train. The speed of second train is S2 and length of the second train is L2. Okay, now what's my question is, how much time the both trains will take to cross completely each other? Okay, now how much time it will take? Time is equals to distance by speed, means completely crossing each other means the last bogie. Okay, the last bogie of the first train should cross the last bogie of the second train when both are moving in opposite direction. So here what is the distance? Distance is nothing but L1 plus L2 divided by what will be the speeds? Here we have two speeds. If stationary objects, we don't have any speed, right? But if it is moving objects, we have speed. So what can be the speed for this condition? Here speeds means both are moving in opposite direction. Opposite direction means what will be the relative speed? S1 plus S2. So we have to take the condition for finding time taken by both trains to cross each other. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Similarly, we are going to solve, okay, the questions based on trains. Okay, almost it is similar. Only thing here you need to remember, relative speed concept, and moreover the problems based on trains is completely based on relative speed. Okay, let's see about the conditions here, what we discussed. Here the problems based on trains can be categorized into two types. One is train crossing stationary objects like lamppost. Time taken will be calculated by length of the train divided by speed of the train. Okay, what if the train is crossing platform or bridge? Already we discussed time is equals to L1 plus L2 divided by S. Means here we need to consider length of the train plus length of the platform as well. Next, train crossing moving objects like other train, motorcycle, moving person, etc. Okay, now first case, like let's take about train crossing a person. Okay, time taken by the train to cross the person is length of the train divided by here two speeds we have, S1 plus or minus S2. The plus or minus indicates if both are moving in opposite direction, S1 plus S2. Okay, and second condition, moving train. Here it's not exactly here plus, it is plus or minus. We can consider plus or minus. And how the plus and minus depends? It depends on the directions that both are moving. And I hope you all are clear with this small concept of trains. Let's start solving questions on trains. Let's see the first question. Two persons start walking in the same direction at 5 kilometer per hour and 4 kilometer per hour respectively. How many hours will they be 45 kilometers apart? Okay. See, if you observe this question here, two persons are started walking in the same direction. Okay. Means starting, let us say that this is the starting point. Okay. They started moving in this direction. Okay. Two persons. Okay, we have two persons started walking in this direction. Now first, this person's speed is, let us consider, 5 kilometer per hour. Second person's speed is 4 kilometer per hour. How many hours will they be 45 kilometers apart? Let's consider both started at this particular point at the same time after 1 hour. Okay, after 1 hour, what will be the position of the first person? Let's say he's starting from this direction and he will be after 1 hour he covered how many kilometers? 5 kilometers, correct? After 1 hour he covered 5 kilometers. Why? Because his speed is 5 kilometer per hour, right? So 1 hour 5 kilometers covered. Now next person, how many kilometers he covered? He covered just only 4 kilometers. Okay, in 1 hour he covered 5 kilometers. In 1 hour, second person covered 4 kilometers. Can you tell me after 1 hour what will be the distance between first person and second person? This is nothing but distance between first person and second person. Now, can I say that it is 1 kilometer? Yes or no? 1 kilometer means after 1 hour, the distance between first person and second person is 1 kilometer. In order to get the distance between two persons 1 kilometer, how much time it took? 1 hour. So to get 1 kilometer distance between the two will take 1 hour time. What they are asking, how many hours will they be 45 kilometers apart? Means to get 45 kilometers distance between two people. Okay, how many hours it will take? 45 hours. So answer is option D. Okay, this is just like by analyzing the simple line diagram. But if we know the concept, okay, directly we can say that they are asking about time, right? Time is equals to distance divided by speed. Okay, let's see how like we will get answer within seconds. Here time is equals to distance by speed. How many kilometers they will be apart? 45 kilometers. Distance between two members will be 45 kilometers. And what will be the speeds? We have two speeds, that but important condition is whether they are moving in same direction or opposite direction. Now same direction indicates S1 minus S2. Okay, so what is 5 minus 4? 5 minus 4 will gives you 1, right? So 45 by 1 will gives you 45 hours. Okay, see, very simple. It's by using formula, just substituting the values of distance as well as the speeds. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this small example. This is just to make you understand about the concept of relative speed. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Two persons start walking from a place in opposite direction at 5 kilometer per hour and 4 kilometer per hour respectively. After how many hours will they be 45 kilometers apart? It is almost and exact same to the previous question, but only condition changed here is direction, opposite direction. Now how much time it will take? Time is equals to distance by speed. Opposite direction means relative speed is S1 plus S2. So what will be the distance here? 45 is the distance given and speeds are 5 plus 4. So what is 45 divided by 9? 9 5 times is 45, right? So answer is 5 hours. So option A is correct. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this relative speed concept, where opposite direction indicates S1 plus S2, same direction indicates S1 minus S2. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, here problem based on train. A train 120 meters long runs through a station at a speed of 54 km per hour, the time taken by the train to cross a man standing on the platform is. Okay, here we need to calculate the time. Okay, always do remember, if time means just write it, time is equals to distance by speed. Now if a train 120 meters long running through a station at a speed, they have given length of the train in meters and speed of the train is 54 kilometers per hour. See, if you observe units, already I told how to convert units, either it may be from meters to kilometers or kilometer per hour to meters per second. It depends on the options. Okay, which options? Okay, if you check that options units, here it is seconds, right? So we need to convert kilometer per hour to meters per second. Here what is speed given? 54 kilometer per hour. How to convert 54 into 5 by 18? Correct. So 18 3 times is 54. What is 5 3 times? 15 meter per second. So what is the distance given? 120 divided by 15. Speed is 15 meters per second. Conversion of units is very, very important. Here, after converting kilometers per hour to meters per second, then only answer you will get whatever the time is in seconds. 15 how many times is 180? 15 8 times. So answer is 8 seconds. So option D is correct. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A train running at 36 km per hour covers a certain distance in 50 minutes. At what speed a train must run to cover the same distance in 30 minutes? Okay, if you observe the question, what are the values given? Speed is given, speed of the train. Okay, and time is given. What we need to find? Certain distance, right? So they didn't mention any distance. Okay, for to cover the same distance in 30 minutes, what will be the speed of the train? That's what the question. Okay, the question looks quite easy. Okay, speed of the train is given as 36 kilometer per hour. Units are very, very important. And time taken is 50 minutes. Okay, now similarly, second condition what they have given is with what speed the train must travel, okay, to cover the same distance in 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. Okay, if you observe the relation here, okay, when we have 50 minutes time, train is going 36 kilometer per hour, correct? But if we have only 30 minutes time to cover the same distance, train should go with more speed than 36, right? So let's try to calculate distance here. Distance is equals to speed into time, correct? So what will be the speed? 36 kilometer per hour into time. Time is 50 minutes, right? So 50 minutes we are converting to hours. So 50 by 60. So here 0 will get cancelled. 6 times is 36. 5 6 times is 30 kilometers. So distance we have is 30 kilometers. To travel 30 kilometers distance with 30 minutes, what will be the speed of the train? That's what the question. So speed is equals to distance by time, right? Distance is 30 kilometers divided by what will be the time? Time is 30 minutes. So 30 minutes means 30 divided by 60 hours. Then only you will get answer kilometer per hour. Options will be in kilometer per hour, right? So 30 will get cancelled. Speed is equals to 60 kilometer per hour. So which option is correct? Option D. So 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, but I will tell you, this is the normal process that even everyone can solve. Okay, just by observing one simple relation between speed and time, okay, we can answer this question within seconds. Okay, let me tell you a simple shortcut about this. This is normal process that everyone will solve, finding distance and after then finding speed. Okay, this will take minimum 1 minute time to complete entire process, but I will tell you how to answer this in within seconds, within 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Okay, let's try to take, okay, two cases. What will be the time relation here? Time, first time and second time. First time is, okay, 50 minutes. Second is 30 minutes, right? 50 minutes and 30 minutes. Can I write the ratio between the time, I mean times is 5 is to 3? Okay, so the times is 5 is to 3. What is the relation between speed and time? Speed and time are inversely proportional, right? If times are in ratio 5 is to 3, what will be the speeds ratio? Is it 3 is to 5? Yes or no? See here, time are in the ratio. I'm just observing only two values, timings, 50 minutes and 30 minutes. I have just taken it as ratio 5 is to 3. And if you know the relation, time and speed are inversely proportional. If time ratio is 5 is to 3, speed ratio will become 3 is to 5. So here first speed is given as 36 kilometers per hour, right? So three parts is 36 kilometer per hour. Okay, three parts is 36 kilometer per hour. If three parts is 36 kilometer per hour, one part is 12 kilometer per hour. Yes or no? If one part is 12 kilometer per hour, five parts is 5 into 12. What is 5 into 12? 60 kilometer per hour. That's it. So answer is 60. Just by observing ratios. Okay, it will not even take more than 30 seconds if you understand the relation between speed and time ratios. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this question. Okay, well, let's move on to the next one. Two trains approach each other at 30 kilometer per hour and 27 kilometer per hour from two places 342 kilometers apart. How many hours? After how many hours will they meet? Okay, it's very simple question here. Two trains approach each other from two different places. Okay, let's consider these are the two different places. Distance between these two places is 342 kilometers. Okay, approach each other means here both are moving in opposite direction or same direction. Approach each other means opposite direction. So first train with 30 kilometer per hour, second train with 27 kilometer per hour. Okay, after how many hours will they meet means time we need to calculate. Distance by speed. What's the distance between 342 divided by what are the speeds? Here relative speed. Both are opposite direction means S1 plus S2. So what is 30 plus 27, which is equals to 57. Okay, next, how we can cancel with 342 with 57? It will go with 3 table. Let's consider 3 table. 3 1 times 3, 9 times is 27. Okay, 3 1 times is 3, 3 9 times is 27. Next here 3 1 times 3 1 times 3, 4 times. Okay, 19 6 times is 114. So answer here is time is equals to 6 hours. Okay, just the basic calculation. Okay, and here very important, two objects are opposite direction means relative speed is s1 plus s2. Next question. A and B are two stations 390 kilometers apart. A train starts from A at 10 a.m. and travel towards B at 65 kilometers per hour. Another train starts from B at 11 a.m. and travels towards A at 35 kilometers per hour. At what time do they meet? It's almost similar to the previous question, but only point where it differs is the time starting. Okay, two trains are not starting at the same time, right? Okay, remaining everything is same. There are two stations. Okay, let's consider here it is A and B station. From A, a train starts travel towards B with 65 kilometers per hour. Correct? But this train is starting at 10 a.m. And next train starting towards A at 11 a.m. Correct? Now with the speed of 35 kilometers per hour. Okay, now just remember, now here it is 10 a.m. one train is starting from A, and when it is 11 a.m. one train is starting from B. Now can I write directly here time taken? Okay, after how many hours they will meet means time is equals to distance divided by s1 plus s2 because opposite directions, right? Now distance between two stations will be given as 390 kilometers. Now, can I directly substitute distance is 390 S1 plus S2? No, because here both are not starting at same time. Then how I can make these two trains start at the same time? Very simple. Let's try to calculate here. First train is starting at 10 a.m., right? So after 1 hour, okay, after 1 hour means this train will be somewhere here. Okay, right? Somewhere here. Now in this 1 hour, okay, now let's say the time is 11 a.m. even for this train. Okay, in this 1 hour, that this train will cover this distance, right? So what will be the distance covered by this train in this 1 hour? For 65 km per hour means 65 kilometers covered in this 1 hour. So out of 390, out of 390, in 1 hour it covered 65. What will be the value here? It will be 325, correct? So in this 325 means from here to here, distance is 325. Now the new distance is 325. Time is 11 a.m. Here also 11 a.m. Now we know both speeds as well. Distance is 325 divided by speeds. 65 plus 35 is 100, which is equals to 3.25 hours. This will be the final answer. But here options given in time, okay, not hours. So from when it is 3 hours, 3.25 hours, from 11 a.m., from 11 a.m., when we add 3.25 hours, what will be the time? Okay, so from 11 a.m., if it is 3 hours, okay, 12 1 2 2 p.m., correct? So 2 p.m. means here again we have 0.25 hours. What is 0.25 hours means? Can I say that it is 1 by 4 hours? 0.25 hours means 1 by 4 hours. 1 by 4 hours means total 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, right? If I want to convert into minutes, okay, 60 by 4 is just 15 minutes. Okay, so here it will be 2:15 p.m. So option C is correct. So 3.25 hours from 11 a.m. We can't again take it as from 10 a.m. Why? Because both we make it as starting at 11. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this question. Let's move on to the next one. A 415 meters long train is running at 63 kilometer per hour. In how much time will it cross a tunnel 285 meters long? Okay, now if you observe, train length is given and tunnel length is given and train speed is given and tunnel is stationary, right? We don't have any speed for the tunnel. Now all options, I mean, if you observe that options, all options given in seconds, so we have to convert this 63 kilometer per hour into meters per second. So 63 into 5 by 18. Okay, so how I can convert 63 into 5 by 18? It will cancel with 9 table, right? 9 2 times is 18 and 9 7 times is 63. So here it will be like 35. 7 5 times is 35. 35 divided by 2 meters per second. Now directly I can say that how much time it will take means time is equals to distance by speed. What's the distance here? 415 length of the train plus 285 length of the tunnel divided by, we have to consider both the both the distance, both the lengths is nothing but distance. So what will be the speed? 35 by 2 meters per second. So what is 415 plus 285, which is equals to it is 285 plus 15 300. 400 plus 300 is equals to 700. 700 35 by 2, if we take here it will come to divided by 35. So 35 20 times, so answer is here it will be 40 seconds. So here if you observe, option is 40 seconds. 22 times is 40, right? So 40 seconds. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A train 100 meters long takes 9 seconds to cross a man walking at 5 kilometer per hour in the direction opposite to that of train. Find the speed of the train. Even this is also quite simple, but if you observe options, always when you're solving time, speed, distance, observe options for units. Based on these options, we are going to convert into convenient units. So here length of the train is 100 meters, okay, and time taken is 9 seconds, walking at 5 kilometer per hour. Only thing that you need to convert to here time seconds to hours. Okay, so here we know that time is equals to distance divided by speed. Okay, so from this I'm just substituting time. Time is 9 seconds, right? 9 divided by here when we want to convert 9 seconds to hours, we know that hours to seconds, 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds, 16 to 60. So similarly, based on similar logic, I'm converting 9 seconds to 9, how many hours? So 9 by 60 into 60. Distance is 100 meters. 100 meters means, if you observe options, it is kilometers. So 100 meters means 0.1 kilometer, divided by speed. Okay, here train and speed both are important. So how I can convert? Here we don't know that speed of the train, that's what we need to find. But both are moving in opposite direction means, here we can take speed of the train plus speed of the person, because y plus means opposite direction. Okay, so no need to convert the speed of the person because it is in already kilometers per hour. So if you do that, you will get the value of s. Okay, and let's try to do this calculation. 9 cross multiply 9s plus 9 5 times is 45, which is equals to 60 into 60, 3600. 3600 into 0 0.1, 360. It's just 360. 9s is equals to 360 minus 45, 315. So what's the value of x? 315 divided by 9. So 9 3 times is 27. 9 5 times is 45. So answer is 35 kilometer per hour. So basic calculations. But only thing is, you just need to know how to convert that units. Okay, conversion of units is very, very important. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, before listening that explanation of the question, it's better if you pause the video and try it by your own, so that you will understand, okay, where you did mistake. Okay, two trains 105 meters and 90 meters long run at the speeds of 45 kilometer per hour and 72 kilometer per hour respectively in opposite direction on a parallel tracks. The, the time which they take to cross each other. Okay, now here also the same thing. Here we need to find the time. Okay, now based on that options, here options all given in seconds, right? So time is equals to distance by speed. Here I just wanted to convert. Here distance is already, I can directly take it as 105 plus 90. Okay, divided by speeds are very, very important. Based on opposite means, here 45 plus 72. 45 plus 72 means 117. 117 kilometer per hour into meters per second, just multiplied with 5 by 18. So here 9 2 times is 18. 9 1 time is 18. 9 3 times is 27. So 13 5 times is 65. 65 by 2 meters per second. So I converted this 45 plus 72 combinedly. So which will gives me 65 by 2 meters per second. So I'm just substituting 65 by 2 meters per second. Okay. What is 105 plus 90? 195 into 2 divided by 65. Okay, 65 3 times. Here if you observe, 65 3 times is 195. 3 into 2, answer is 6 seconds. So here option B is correct. Okay, so option B, 6 seconds. Okay, and I hope you understood this, just how we can take the condition and how we need to convert the units. Most probably when they are giving any question based on trains, you should be very careful about the units, because they will give different units for the different values. Okay, let's move on to the next one. A train overtakes two persons walking in the same direction in which the train is going. These persons are walking at the rate of 2 kilometer per hour and 4 kilometer per hour, and the train passes them completely in 9 seconds and 10 seconds respectively. The length of the train is. Okay, it is also very easy question. Just you need to understand how we can take the conditions. Just try it by your own first, and then you can go with this explanation. Okay, see here, a train overtakes two persons walking in the same direction. Here, two persons, I mean, the two persons are walking and as well as in the direction of the train which is moving. And we know that two persons speed 2 km per hour and 4 km per hour. The train passes them completely in 9 seconds and 10 seconds. Okay, the length of the train. Here, very simple. We just need to consider two different conditions. Why? Because train is passing two persons, right? First, let us consider train is passing first person. Okay, let's consider first person, and let's consider second case, second person. Okay, first person. Okay, now time is equals to distance divided by speed. Okay, what is the time taken by the train to cross the first person, which is equals to 9 seconds, right? So 9 divided by, okay, I'm just converting into minutes. Okay, let's consider sorry, hours. 9 seconds is equals to 9 by 3600 hours. Okay, is equals to distance. What is the distance covered? Which is nothing but length of the train. Why? Because we don't have any length for the person, right? Negligible. So length of the person and speed. We know only here we know only one speed of the person, and we don't know speed of the train. So if both are moving in same direction, can I write it as s minus 2? Of course. Okay, because y minus means both are moving in same direction. Train and the first person moving in the same direction, clearly given in the question. This is what the expression we got it. Okay, similarly, I'm just writing for the second person. Time is 10. 10 divided by 3600, which is equals to length of the train. I'm just taking only length because both cases length will be same, right? Okay, the same train is crossing second person. Length of the train divided by the c s also the same. Okay, why? Because only the same train, the speed will not change. Okay, s minus speed of the person. Second person speed is 4 kilometer per hour. Okay, I'm substituting kilometer per hour directly because here I have taken seconds to hours. We have second expression as well. Okay, from this I'm just writing it as 9. I'm just writing directly here. 9 ones 9, 4 times is 36, right? So it will cancel with that. S minus 2 is equals to 400 L. Okay, s minus 2 is equals to 400 L. Similarly, here 0 will get cancelled. S minus 4 is equals to 360 L. Okay, now we know s minus 4 is equals to 360 L, right? So we just always need to think about like how we can cancel the values easily. Okay, don't make your calculations more complex in exam. S minus 4 is equals to 360 L. S minus 2 is equals to 400 L. Let's try to make it in a simplest form. I can write s minus 4 as s minus 2 is equals to 360 L, right? Okay, I'm just writing s minus 4 as s minus 2 minus 2, which will give us again s minus 4. So in this s minus 2, I'm substituting this 400 L. Okay, so 400 L minus 2 is equals to 360 L. What we need to find is length of the train, right? That's the reason I have eliminated S. Okay, if they will ask you to find speed of the train, you need to eliminate L. Quite simple. Okay, so here 400 minus 360 will gives you 40L is equals to 2. L is equals to 2 by 40 means 1 by 20. So if you observe all the values we have considered it as hours, here speed also kilometer per hour, means for sure length will be we are getting in kilometers, 1 by 20 kilometers. So options are given in meters, right? How we can convert kilometers to meters? Multiplied with 1000. What is 1 by 20 into 1000? Which is equals to 50. So option C is correct. Okay, see, whatever it may be, here the conditions is little most of the students will feel that it will be little bit confusing, but here a train is crossing two persons and we need to consider it as two different cases, and this was the question which was asked in one of the competitive exam. Let's move on to the next question. Two trains A and B start running together from the same point in the same direction at 60 km per hour and 72 km per hour respectively. If the length of each train is 240, means here two trains are running together from the same point, okay, in the same direction. Okay, and the length of the each train is 240 meters, means both train length is same. Okay, how much time it will take to cross other one? Okay, this is also similar kind of question. Time is equals to distance divided by speed. Here, distance means 240 plus 240. Why? Because two trains, right? We need to add both lengths, 240 meters plus 240 meters, divided by what are the speeds? 60 and 72. Correct? 60 and 72 means here, can I substitute directly 60 and 72? No. Here, same direction indicates minus, right? What is 72 minus 60? Which is equals to 12. Okay. But still, I can't substitute 12 value in the denominator because it is in kilometer per hour. In the numerator, we have considered 240 and 240, which is in meters. So we can write it as 12 kilometers per hour into meters per second. 5 by 18. 6 two times, 6 three times. 5 into 2, 10. 10 divided by 3 meters per second. Now I can substitute 10 by 3. Okay, which is in meters per second. Now what is 240 plus 240? 480 into 3 divided by 10. 0, 0 will get cancelled, and 48 3 times. 43 times is 120, 8 3 times is 24. So 144 seconds. Okay, so final answer is 144 seconds. Now if you check that options, it's like given in minutes as well as seconds relation. So 144 seconds is equals to how many minutes? So I can write it as 2 minutes, which will gives 120 seconds, plus left out is 24 seconds. So 2 minutes 24 seconds. Where will be that option? Option D. So option D is correct. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this question. Let's move on to the next one. Two men A and B walk from P to Q a distance of 36 kilometers at 7 kilometer per hour and 5 kilometer per hour respectively. A reaches at Q and immediately returns at and meets B at place R. Okay, let's consider here 2 points or 2 stations. We can take it as P and Q. Here it is P and here it is Q. A and B are two men. Those are walking with two different speeds, and they have clearly given that the distance between P to Q is 36 kilometers. Okay, the distance between these 2 points given it as 36 kilometers. Okay, A reaches at Q and it returns immediately. It means two persons are walking, okay, from P to Q. First, A speed is more than B, so A will reach point P, point Q, and again he will return back to P, and they will meet in between one point. This point given it as R. Okay, this point is R. Okay, now what will be the distance between P and R? Means we need to find this distance. Okay, let's try to elaborate about the conditions given. Total distance given it as 36 kilometers. Now a person A travels this from P to Q. Okay, and he returns back to P. In between he will meet another person B at point R. Okay, let's consider this the distance between Q to R is x kilometers. Okay, let's consider R to Q distance is x kilometers. Now P to R, can I say that it is 36 minus x kilometers? Yes or no? 36 minus x, total 36. Out of that, if I'll remove x, remaining is 36 minus x. Okay, now from this I'm just going to find it out in the simplest way. Here two persons are walking from the same point. Okay, and one person is going fast with 7 kilometer per hour and another person is 5 kilometer per hour. They will meet at the point R. Okay, now the time taken is same. If you observe the relation here, the time taken by both is same. Okay, but the speeds may be differ, but the time taken is same. Now based on this relation, I'm just taking it as t1 minus t2. What's the first person A? Time taken is equals to distance by speed. Here also distance by speed, two persons. First person, how many kilometers he traveled? First person traveled 36 kilometers plus x. Correct? First person traveled means person A traveled 36 entire kilometers, and then he is coming back with x kilometers travel, divided by what's the speed? 7, which is equals to second person travel how many kilometers? It's just only 36 minus x, divided by how many? What's the speed of the second one? 5. So if you just cross multiply that, okay, what is 36 5 times? It is 180 plus 5x is equals to 36 7 times. 7 3 times is 210. 210 plus 42, 7 6 42, so 252. So 252 minus 7x. If you solve this, it will be like 12x. 5x plus 7x is 12x. 252 plus 80. 252 plus 180, it will give, sorry, it is minus, right? Sorry, 252 minus 180. Okay, what is 252 minus 180? It will be 72. Okay, so here 12x is equals to 72, x is equals to 6. Okay, almost we are done. Now we have find it out, x value is 6 kilometers. What they are asking is distance between P and R. What is the distance between P and R? Total is 36, and we know this distance is 6, remaining is 30. So answer is option C. Option C, 30 kilometers. And I will tell you the simplest way if we have these type of questions. Okay, and very simplest way to solve question directly without even solving this. Actually, this is a simple way, but I will tell you smarter than this. Okay, in a single step, we can directly write it as, remember, this is the shortcut. Very, very important shortcut. Okay, when we have a similar kind of questions, in order to find the value of x here, if you want to find the value of x, how much extra he traveled is equals to, okay, distance, total distance given in the question into s1 minus s2 divided by s1 plus s2. That's it. If you remember this, this is the important shortcut for these type of questions, and it will be applicable for almost all questions which comes to this category. Okay, let's try to solve this by substituting direct values without any other complications. Here distance given is 36, and two speeds, right? Two person speeds, 7 and 5. Okay, what is 7 minus 5? 2 divided by s1 plus s2. 7 plus 5, it is 12. So here 2 6 times is 12. 6 6 times is 36. So final answer is 6. So if after getting value of 6, okay, x value means 36 minus 6 will gives you your answer 30, right? So 36 minus 6 is equals to 30. So answer is 30 kilometers. Okay, and I hope you are clear with this question. Okay, these are the questions like almost like we have seen different set of questions problems based on trains. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, let's meet in the next video. Thank you, everyone.